Wagwan, beautiful people. It's your girl, Queenie Grace Khen, back at it again. If you've not yet subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button because this one I got hot. Alright? Now I see you guys watching me. I just don't understand why you guys ain't subscribing. Like, mad. It's free. Okay? Now today we're talking about what I always talk about, self-love. But I'm going to give you steps on how to love yourself and steps that have really been helping me in hopes that it will help you. I don't know about you, go out of our way to search for love outside of ourselves. I know I am absolutely guilty of that. Continuously looking for love outside of ourselves. And this is where we get so disappointed when those we are depending on to love us do not meet the requirement in what we are looking for. But here's the mad thing. Some of us don't even know what we are looking for. We are asking these people to love us, but we don't even know and have never attempted in loving ourselves. And so let me give you a few tips on how to love you, my dear. Step one is, who are you? Do you know who you are? Do you know what you like, what you don't like? Do you know your dreams, what you aspire to do? Do you know what gets under your skin? Do you know what calms you down? Do you know your love language? Do you know how to speak to you? I know some of us don't have a clue who we truly are. But then we are looking towards other people to figure us out. When you've been with you all this time and you've not figured you out all yet. And so self-love starts with you sitting down and truly getting to know you. It can start with you just chilling with yourself on your own, a little music in the background, no distraction, and you just absolutely writing a good and a not so good list about yourself, what you love, what you don't love, your, qualities and your flaws. Listen, I've come to a place where I absolutely love my flaws. I know that I am imperfect and I'm cool with that. And because I'm cool with that, I don't have anyone trying to pick, poke, bend, and create a version of me that I'm not yet. And if I am not yet working on developing in those areas and someone is pinpointing them for their own self, I have a problem for that. Let me grow, because I'm all for growing. But I'm not going to grow for anybody but myself. Because I've learned over these couple of years that when you twist, bend, turn, work up yourself for people, these same people are trying to make you a version that they have of themselves in their mind to please them, and it's have nothing to do with you. So change because you want to be better always, but do not change because you want anyone to love you, adore you, this and that, because at the end of the day, who's going to love you is going to love you. Who's not, well. Another thing I will say is, how do you speak to yourself when you do something wrong or when someone is upset with you? What do you hear? How do you feel? How do you handle that? If you watch my previous videos, in one of them I spoke about me realizing how critical I had become to myself. Knowing that I was never a critical person to myself ever. But I had become extremely critical to myself, and I realized I've taken on the criticism of many, and those voices became my voices. And so I'm in a stage where I have to identify, Ken, is that you or is that someone else? Because we are not going to make anybody be in our head, in our spirit, criticizing me, okay? And so that's where I am. Where are you? I'm working on loving myself even when I mess up. Taking care of myself even when I mess up. Taking care of myself even when I don't get it right. And I'm good with that. But the question is, are you good? What are you saying to yourself when you look in the mirror? Do you even look in the mirror at yourself? And how do you feel about you? Okay? Another thing that I love is I take myself out on dates. Now I've been doing this for a very long time, and for a very long time people thought that was strange. I didn't realize what I was actually doing. I was taking me out. I was dating me. And I still do it. I'll put some clip in here of me doing it just this week. That I've always done. As long as I can remember from in my 20s, I've always taken time to take me out. Now, for whatever reason I was doing it back then, I do not know. But I definitely know now I do it for me. I do it to take me out. Ain't nobody gotta take me out to go and eat. And when I chop, baby, I chop. I spend hundreds on myself. And I don't need anyone to do that. But if they do, I accept it and I appreciate it. But one thing I know, ain't no man gonna take me on no date and feel like I owe him my body. Because I take myself out on date all the time and ain't nobody owe me like I owe me. Okay? And once you get in that place where you're taking yourself out, oh, I like this, yes, outer care is one thing, but what about inner care? Are you your truest best friend? Right? I talk to myself and I'm good. I used to hear that talking to yourself is mad, and I'm like, why? I'm thinking about it now. We are mind, we're body, we're soul, we're three in one, and we're intuition, we're so much. Why wouldn't I reason with myself? Why wouldn't I chat to myself? Right? And once I've come into that understanding, I embrace it. When I want a conversation, of course I have friends around me that I can pick up the phone to and chat to, but I check in with me too, babe. What you want? You good? What? What's up? So check in with you. I don't know what about you, but there was a time where the love language book just took off and I was all into it. For myself, for my marriage, for my kids, I was all into this love language book. But here's the crazy thing. Have you ever thought that you can use those love language for yourself? Right? Now, a few days ago, after going to training, on my way to training, I saw some beautiful flowers and I picked them up for myself. And this was the Valentine week. When I got into training, my colleagues were like, who bought you flowers, this and that? And I was like, I bought myself flowers. And when I clock, I literally buy myself flowers every damn week. I buy myself flowers or a plant every single week. Right? And I'm just realizing that, girl, you've been loving on you hard, right? So are you loving on you? What is it that you're doing to appreciate yourself, to love on yourself, to take care of yourself, to show yourself how thankful you are for you? And this is so important. Why? Because if you want others to appreciate you and to be thankful to you, shouldn't it start with you? Shouldn't it be something that you do with you? I'm always going to come back to this. We all want others to treat us the best. More time, we are not even treating ourselves the best. And until we start treating ourselves better, nothing around us is going to reflect what we want because we don't know what we want. If I want clear communication, let me communicate clearly with myself. I don't like that shit. So I am not going to put myself in that position anymore. Sometimes we be betraying our own self and we get mad when we feel betrayed, when we allow someone in to cause us to be betrayed. Right? And so we definitely need to look at how we are dealing with us. You get me or you get me? The next thing is having a routine. Now, your routine can be good or your routine can be bad. I remember there was a time I used to love sleep. Nobody couldn't tell me nothing. But after working on my routine, getting out, working out, meditating, feeling good, journaling, praying, after truly working on me and seeing how I feel revived, I feel fresh, I feel good, I could never go back to the old way. Never. So what routines do you have in place to make you feel good about yourself? Are you getting up a bit early? Are you working out? Are you eating healthy? Are you meditating? Are you journaling? Are you praying? Right? What are you doing for you? Your social group. Who are you socializing with? Are they filling you up with love or breaking you down with their words? Who is reflecting you in your environment? Like, it's so crazy how one person can destroy your whole life, your whole mental health. And so be aware of who you have around you. Be aware of who you're giving your time to, your energy to, your space to. Be aware who's manipulating you, who's gaslighting you, who's lying to you, right? And all this come back to self. Why are you allowing that person in your life? Why are you allowing that person to do that to you, right? Do you have boundaries? I even create boundaries with my children. Why? Because before I was a mother, before a wife, before anything, I was Queenie. And Queenie still exists amongst all of that. And I have to learn to set boundaries in all areas of my life, even with me. And so you have to look at who you are allowing to disrespect you. And why are you allowing them to be so disrespectful and continuously have them in your face and your space? No, I used to be that chick. Not anymore. And a lot of people don't like me right now, but I'm good with that. Because if you disliking me, because I have set clear boundaries and I stand on business, and you mad, baby, you're going to stay mad all your life. You're going to stay mad. You're going to stay mad all your life. I promise that. Last one is, are you reflecting on you? Are you truly sitting down and reflecting and be like, why did you do that? Why did you allow that? Why are you thinking to yourself like that? Oh, you did really well, you know. I'm really proud of you. I could have done that better. I could have spoke better. I could have handled that better. Do you know what? I know you're doing your best. Have you reflected? Have you looked at how you can better your life by bettering yourself? And if not, I encourage you to. Listen, you might not be able to do all this in one go, but I would say choose one or two and work towards it. And as you get better and it becomes a good habit in your life, add more to it. Peace. Check out my book, Amazon. The link is below. If you've not yet subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. If you're watching me all the way to this end and you've not find that subscribe button and just click on it to support, you a hater, period. You're a hater. And it's cool. Keep watching. Keep being blessed.
You can trust in me. I can. You say